have
Yeah,
to laugh.
I'm watching the Weather Channel, and they're saying that North Carolina, South Carolina are under the watch, and Virginia, I believe.
Yeah.
They're predicting it's going to turn from right to left, right where the.
You guys be safe.
Yeah, we should be all right. Like I said, that cone goes wide. It goes from right to left, basically covers the whole state. But we're East Coast, so we'll get all the heavy wind and the rain.
When when a hurricane's bearing down on you, you have to ask yourself one question: what would Jim Cantori do?
Right? He'd go to
outside the
Publix.
poncho.
He'd go to Publix and buy a sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that dude lands in Florida, you don't want him in your city.
Yeah. No. Oh no, Jim Cantori's in town. We're gonna die.
I remember when he was locally during Wilma.
Oh yeah.
I believe that year, 2004, 2005, I believe they had tornadoes with that hurricane. We had little tornadoes.
I thought every hurricane spawned tornadoes. I thought every hurricane spawned tornadoes.
We had them both at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Because it tore up a lot.
Yeah.
My dad had one of those flags that were on your car window.
Yeah.
And we were watching it from the house, and you can see it change direction real quick.
There's a debate as to what's more devastating, a hurricane or a tornado. I always said a tornado because, well, hurricanes do more devastation because it's such a big storm.
Yep.
But tornadoes by themselves are more powerful. Well, and they're a little bit more precise in their damage.
Yeah, hurricanes, they could be almost 100% predictable where they're going to go.
Yeah, tornadoes
where
are not.
A tornado is you just hear it.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't get as much warning.
No. Yeah.
Like you've had a week's warning that there's a storm coming. So
yeah. And this thing started up as a tropical storm and then went up to a 2, to a 3. Now it's going to be a 4 when it hits land, they're saying.
Yeah.
Yep. The winds are 130 miles an hour.
Just crazy.
Yep. Pressure is 942. Northeast at 23 miles an hour.
Category 4.
Yep.
That's pretty bad.
Yep.
So if it passes Tampa and that, it's going to head towards Nashville, they're saying. Nashville, Cincinnati. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll probably die down. You'll probably get the the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We need it bad. We need it real bad.
We usually get the rain from hurricanes when they come in from Houston, the Houston area. If it goes straight north or a little bit to the west, we get the rain. Not
so when you get them in the Gulf, you guys get anything over there? I mean, like wind, heavy rain?
No, unless it hits Houston and doesn't make a sharp right turn, we get rain. That's all we get. By the time it gets to us, the winds are calmed down because it's falling apart by that point. We just get the rain.
I actually taped up my sunroof. I put painter's tape on the crack of the sunroof around it.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Okay. Yeah. Run some stop signs, man.
Yeah, watch those stop signs, man.
Let's say from the car. I hope to be on shortly. Well, we hope you're on shortly, too.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Cedar Key, the winds are 46 miles an hour.
I saw a video today popped up on my reels, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but there's a scene in Rocky 2 where a round ends and Apollo Creed hits Rocky in the back of the head with his glove, and Rocky goes back at him. He said that wasn't part of the show or movie. They were actually mad at each other because there was real hits going on. I don't know if that's true or not. But
oh wow!
I never heard they were mad. I thought they were really good with each other. I never heard anything about them not getting along.
Well, he walks up behind him and says "chump" as he walks and hits him in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Chump.
yeah.
Yeah, they said that wasn't scripted.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know if it's true. I read the comments, and they said no. They interviewed about that. So no, they were actually hurting each other, but that there was no heat off of it.
So Jim bad with names. So Jim Cantori doesn't have to stand out in the storm like this poor guy does, huh?
No, he does. He does.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
He does a smooth operator pose. He leans into the wind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Smooth operator.
He's smooth about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Smooth operator or smooth criminal?
Smooth Operator.
It's Criminal. Smooth Criminal. I kept saying Operator. That's a different song.
Smooth Operator.
Yeah. Shall we start the show?
Let's start the show.
Let's start the show.
The key to pull off here, a Russian nightmare you're watching, spanning the globe.
Good evening, everybody. I love that graphic. It is Thursday night. It is time to go spanning the globe. I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Mark Maggard, your host, and I'm going to bring in my co-host right now. Before I do that, though, I want to remind everybody this show is sponsored by Mark's Leather Championship Belt Leathering, by Ashley Southern Designs, by Unique Championship Belts, and we'll give a special shout out to our brother podcast, the Double Dropkick podcast. Kevin Davenport is on every other Tuesday night. Be sure you check him out. And also, if you're watching us on the YouTube channel, that portion of the show is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers in Kayfabe podcast. They talk ECW and WWE, and they do a great job with that. So be sure to check them out on Apple Podcasts and on Linktree. So without further ado, let me bring in my co-host for the evening. We have one that's going to be a little late tonight, but let's introduce the first two. Mr. Richard Ward, who is in the eye of the hurricane as we speak.
Nothing would stop me from missing a Spanning Globe podcast.
That's right. Neither rain nor hurricane. That's right. Rock me like a hurricane. Let's bring on our other co-host. Mr. Andy Bulger of Love Those Wrestling Belts. Be sure to check out that group as well. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, like, share, subscribe this podcast as well as the Wide World of Belts group. We would love to have our membership grow and share the love of the hobby. So let me get the banner going up here, the crawler. And let's see who's watching the show now, shall we?
Let's do
that. I got to scroll way up. We already had a bunch of commenters. Kirk Hall, our usual first commenter. Good evening.
What's up, Kirk Hall?
Mark Laverty.
Laverty, hurricane suck.
Yeah, I'm sure
What's
it
up,
does.
Mark?
Stay safe. Stay safe.
Yeah, be safe.
Scott, thank you
What's
for joining
up,
us.
Scott S. Hope Mom's doing good.
We got a lot of people in the path of the hurricane tonight watching the show.
Sure do.
Crazy. You guys are crazy. You need to be in your safe space.
Buddy.
Yeah. Stay safe. But thank you for watching tonight. Oh, we have our comment. Well, shit, I'm not ready for it. Hang on a second. Where did it go? Here we go.
There we go.
Thank you for watching.
We're official.
Yeah, we are official. We can start now.
Yep.
Ben is in the car. He's on his way here. He was running a little late. He had a family member with car trouble, so he had to run out and go take care of that. So he's on his way back, hopefully.
Yep.
Christopher Raines, thank you for watching.
Hey,
What's up, Chris?
What's up, buddy?
And congratulations on your new belt. He got a new NWA TV belt this last week.
Sure did. Looks good.
Don't even bother asking because they're not for sale.
Yeah. Don't ask.
You jumped the gun on that.
Don't ask.
Don't ask. Don't tell. Platinum. It is going to rain in Southern Florida anyway. Oh, you checked up on it. Okay. All right. You're number one in our book as well. Thank you.
Yeah, Platinum. Stay safe, brother. I know you're down there.
Our Floridians are checking in on each other here. That's good to see.
Stay safe, Platinum.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael Cannon, my cousin. Thank
Hey,
you for
Mike.
watching. He can't watch
Oh.
every week, but we do appreciate when he can watch. So out in
Definitely.
New Mexico.
Mhm.
Appreciate that. Hey, Wade.
Wade, what's
Hey,
up, buddy?
up, Wayne?
I'm glad you're watching. I got a belt of the week just for you. Working on a couple of belts for him as well. So winds have been up for the past 2 hours and expect to get worse here. Yeah, that's usually how the hurricanes go. But stay
Crazy.
safe. Stay safe. Hope you don't have too much damage. Oh, he did it. He did it. Okay. All right. I'm ready. Oh, I gotta get the comment out of the way so I can see it. Where'd it go? Here we go. Don't ask.
Chris,
I
you
was
now have your own graphic.
yeah.
He's
I
all
was
set.
ready for that one. I was ready. I was locked and loaded. So, what else I got here? There you go. Tamaj?
What's up, Tamaj?
What's up,
Yes, want to
Tamaj?
thank our anonymous viewers. You know who you are, and we appreciate you watching.
Great to have you with us, Tamaj.
Thanks for the views. We do greatly appreciate it. Hope you're entertained by the show.
Yes.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, he will jump on a boat and float by Chris's bells. The epic continues. The saga continues. It just keeps getting more and more intriguing. He will have those bells before the end of the day. Oh, wait. Okay, Lane, thank you for watching. Go away, Helene. That's right. Here we go. It's on. It is on.
It didn't make it out of the garage.
No, it didn't. Good stuff. Nor the introduction reminds him of the Cincio Matt Hardy version. I didn't know that. Okay.
Cool.
Kevin Davenport did those for us. Thank you, Kevin.
Devin.
Appreciate that.
Kev, what's up, buddy?
I'm gonna alternate those intros every week. We had 2 of them so far. So I also want to give Kevin credit for editing the intro video, but I want to give Richard credit for obtaining the video. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Hope you enjoyed the new intro, Nikita Koloff. Shatoita. Yeah.
Which
Still
means
checking on
nothing.
each other.
Which means nothing, he said.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark sent us some pictures, and his street's not flooded, but the fields nearby here across the street from his house are flooded. So, well, his street is flooded, but the picture I saw, I couldn't see it. Maybe down the street. Minor flooding. Hopefully, it didn't get any worse.
Our lakes merge together when we get over flooding.
No, I'm not helping. I'm sorry. I'm not helping. You're welcome. I'm glad I was able to make your day. All right, Kevin Davenport. What is that? Yeah, there you go.
Woo!
Live long and prosper.
I can do it. Sometimes I can do it, and sometimes I can't.
This is live long and prosper right here.
That's it. I knew that. I was just messing.
It could be something else too, but I can't mention.
Well, yeah, but it's a family show.
Yeah. We appreciate you.
We
watched your show the other night. Did a great job. Had Tamaj on as a guest.
Great show, buddy.
Did a great job.
It was a good show.
All the podcasts do a great job. It doesn't matter what some people say; they do a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're watching. That's cool. They won't be disappointed. We'll get to that shortly. Make sure I didn't overlook anything. Okay, let me look at my agenda here. I keep my agenda on my phone now, so I can kind of reference it, so I don't stay off track. Sponsors, introduce host, did that. Acknowledge viewer comments, did that. Oh, now we're to the belt of the week. Okay.
Well, you know what I hate? I hate when people try to do like product placements. I don't know why they do it.
I do too. It just makes me thirsty when I think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, as we usually do at the beginning of every show, we do a belt of the week, and I got a special one that is actually not in any of our collections, and I'll explain it in just a moment. Let's get to it. Wrong. I clicked on the wrong one. Here we go. Here we are. This is the belt of the week. This is Wade Dakota Robertson's belt. He sent this to me for every leather. I'm trying to get my camera and microphone situated. This is the never open weight belt, and I got to tell a little story about this belt. All of you know that Wade sent me those dome globe plates, which I put on leather. The pretense was I was going to relay that belt for him. And when I received the box, I opened it up. He said there was something else in there, and he was right. It was this belt, and he told me he's giving me those dome glow plates, but he wanted me to re-leather this belt. And this belt has been beaten up. It's missing some stones. The main plate had a little bit of a warp to it. I tried to straighten it up the best I could, so I put a different leather cut on it, and I'm going to show this off a little bit. I did a different kind of a edge tooling around those side plates. I kind of matched the angle of those side
That's
plates.
the first thing I noticed.
Yeah. That was just something I did on the fly.
Man, you're nailing it.
These are 2mm plates, by the way. They're 2mm plates. And when I press, what I usually do is I press the side plates down to get the impression on the leather for the screws on the back. When I pushed on this one, it straightened out the side plate, so I had to bend it back out. They're 2mm. So here's your male snap box. She got my maker's stamp on the end of that. I'm stretching as far as I can get to it. So I normally put this on the female side, but I started to put it on the male side because if you're wearing the belt, the female side usually shows, and a lot of people don't like to have that maker stamp showing on the outside of the belt. So I started putting on the female side or the male side. I'm gonna start asking the customer what they want to do. But if there's a tip on the belt, this belt originally came with a tip. Although when he sent it to me, it didn't have the tip on it. And I said, "Hey, where's the tip at?" He said, "Don't put a tip on it." So I made a
just the tip.
Just the tip. That's right. So let me slide it up.
You can never forget that.
There's your other side plate, and the upper left stone is missing. And I was afraid it fell out of the box when I got out of the box. And he said, "No, they were missing when I sent them to you." There's
No diddy.
Yeah, no diddy. There's that same pattern on the tooling there.
Now, what do you call that, Mark? What's that tooling you call?
I don't know what it's called. I think they call it the rosebud or something like that, or I don't know what it's called. Or flower tooling. Flower tooling. There's your female side. These actually were some of the better snap boxes I've done. Let me show you the backing.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. I guarantee it. Let's see. Yep, look at that.
Red backing.
Wow, that's nice.
I was not able to get
Mark's backing. Nobody.
I was not able to get the usual red backing I normally buy. They discontinued it, or so I thought till I went by Candy
today. Is that a 6 on there, Mark?
This is a brand. This hide was branded. There's another number up here somewhere, and I told Wade about it. I didn't notice it till I put the backing on. It's already glued on. He said that's okay. It gives a little bit of a character.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And nobody sees it, but it's
I thought
unique.
it was a number 6.
It is, or it's a 9. There's another number just to the upper right of that, but I cut it off when
that's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. That's kind of neat.
Yeah. And there's your backing. I did find the regular backing. Apparently, the number I gave them was for a different. Was for this, and then discontinued this color red. So I was able to get my bright red today because I asked them if they had any more. They said, "Oh yeah, we still have this."
That's similar to oxblood, isn't it?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I call it a brick red.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess it could be like oxblood. It doesn't have the maroon color to it like the oxblood does, but
good looking belt.
There you have it. Belt of the week.
Very nice.
Marvelous work.
Marvelous.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let me catch up with the comments. Did you put the comments up while I was doing this?
Oh no, I didn't. I'm bad.
Okay, I'll catch up. It's okay. I'll catch up. Let's see. Here we go. Right here. He loves the intros. I do too.
You did a great job.
Yeah. When Ben comes in, we'll give him an intro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we love Chris. Chris is a great guy. He's in Michigan now. He's moved to Michigan. Doing well. He checks in every so often. Like and subscribe. Absolutely. Oh. Got to turn my light back around. Actually, I was told. Wade told me that it is not an WGP or a New Japan. I don't know anything about this belt. He said it's not associated with either one of them. Oh yeah, Cuddles, I got your shirt on. That's right. Ashley Southern Designs made this belt or this shirt. So
I was gonna say that thumb on your shirt looks awfully familiar.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ashley can make just about anything.
Yeah.
She really can.
Thank you very much, Chris. Glad you like it, Wade.
What's up, Wade?
Yeah, I try to. This is why I handpick my leather pieces, because I can go look, and sometimes I miss either some wounds or scars or sometimes branding, and I don't see it because of the lighting until I go to cut the strap out, and there's a great big old brand right there in the middle of the strap. Like, oh,
I
crap.
think it gives the belt character.
I do too.
It does,
too.
but I wouldn't want it on mine. And I have actually restarted on belt straps because of that. So
I remember my European.
stamp the back of the leather. I would platinum, but I'm not sure it would work too well because it's such thin leather. I just don't know. I could try it. I've never tried it before. Speaking of Ashley Southern Designs, there she is. Hello, Ashley.
Ashley,
Hello, Rylan.
Rylan,
Hello,
what's up?
She's got a big event Saturday here downtown, our courthouse square. She's got a bunch of merchandise from her store she's going to be selling. So if you happen to be in the Hobart, Oklahoma area on Saturday, check her out. Otherwise you can find her on Facebook. They were gifted to do Japan. Okay, thank you. He told me about this on the phone the other night. Yeah, when he gets on the show, we'll talk about it. Glad you like it, Wade. Thank you for trusting me with it. It's not my best work, but if you like it, that's all that matters. I always see my own mistakes. So. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've never seen a brand on backing before. That's why I didn't look for it, because I never saw it on backing.
That's the first time I've seen it.
Usually the sides, the main strap, I see it on there, but I've never seen it on backing before. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to get Wade on the show. He's got a very interesting story to tell. We'll talk about his belts, of course, but he's got a very interesting experience he wants to talk. I want him to talk about on the show. He told me about it the other night, and I was just floored. You know, it's a really very special story. I'm going to tell that. So we'll work on it. So let's take a break from the comments for a moment. I want to address something. In case you've been under a rock, you may not know, the last week or two, maybe even longer, there has been some banter back and forth among certain people in the hobby. And I don't know exactly what started it. It's just that there's a lot of trash talking back and forth, YouTube videos, lives, posts, things like that. But the common denominator is they all involve Custom Made Crew, Gary Sutton, Jason Presley, and Vinny Carquito, and maybe a couple other people, but these are the ones that are prominent. And it's just old. It's getting to the point now where a lot of the groups, even in Custom Made Crew, members are saying, "Hey, this needs to stop." And I ordinarily would not mention this, but the only reason I bring it up is because this podcast has been mentioned by Gary Sutton many, many times. He's an expert on podcasts that he says he doesn't watch. So, Gary, I'm speaking to you, and I know you're watching. You always say people tell you about this stuff, but you're watching.
Antonio.
Thanks for the view. But I'm gonna shoot straight with you. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna call you names. I'm not gonna make fun of your family, which I think is out of bounds for anybody. And I think it's gotten out of bounds on both sides. I don't know who started it. I've heard this side started. I heard that side. It doesn't matter. Family is not involved in the hobby. Should not be brought. And that's none of that stuff. Personal stuff shouldn't be brought in the hobby anyway. So I'm gonna just tell you, Gary, you have no business with me. I have no business with you. I don't mention you on my show till tonight. Your name was mentioned one time by one of our infrequent hosts, which I did not know was going to happen, but it happened. You called me out on it, which that's fine. We don't talk about you on the show. We don't think about you on the show. So I want you to stop mentioning my podcast. Okay, Spanning the Globe has done nothing to you. You're looking to stay relevant in the hobby, but you're relegated to your little uncharted island in your little group there and YouTube. So you're, in my opinion, just the way I see it, you're pretty much done in the hobby, because all you're doing now, you have accomplished nothing in the hobby. Nothing. Sit here and brag about all these things you've accomplished. You have yet to list one thing. All you're doing is using your YouTube channel and your group to attack people. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Now, I do get you were upset because somebody brought a C4 into your group, into your makers group, and was bragging about how wonderful C4 was, and that made you upset. I get that. I understand that. You had every right to be upset. You don't take another maker's work into another maker's group and brag about it. I get that. All you had to do, and this will fall on deaf ears, but I'm gonna say it. All you had to do was boot that person from your group. That's all you had to do. But no, you had to go on the attack against C4, who didn't do anything to you, by the way. They're doing their own thing. Up to this point, they still have not said a single thing about this thing on this matter. They haven't brought it up. And you started a war and tried to get all these people to back you up on it, and they haven't done it because it's crap. If your maker does a wonderful job, fine, advertise it, but don't sit there and tear another maker's work down because you're upset because it was brought into your group. But you need to stop bringing in. You can do what you want about that. I want you to stop bringing up this podcast and slandering this podcast. There's nothing wrong with this podcast. You're always sitting there saying, well, y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. That's not up to you. It's not your business. And I know there's going to be a video that I'm asking for that'll come out tonight or tomorrow, sometime during the night when he's, everybody else is asleep. And he's going to trash me. He's going to trash the show. That's fine. I'm not trashing you. You need to just go mind your business and do your own thing. And your beef with all these other guys is between you guys. I don't have any part in it. I don't want any part in it. I just want this show to not be mentioned by you. Okay? And let's go to Jason Presley. Jason Presley was on this show. By the way, we had Gary Sutton on the show a few months ago. We had him on the show. Treated him kindly, as far as I know. He had a good time. But somewhere along the line, he turned on us. Okay, Jason Presley was on the show a few months ago. He was on the show. I think it was in when was it? June.
Sounds about right.
May, June, somewhere like that. Mm-hmm. We had a great experience with him. He was a great guest. He got so comfortable with us, I believe, that he felt it was okay for him to get into a beef with somebody and tag me. I don't know if I think he tagged Ben.
He tagged all of us.
All of us. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he tagged all of us, and I gave him my opinion, truthfully.
And some other admins, and we talked about this before. I can't believe I'm talking about it again. Anyway, I asked him to untag me from the video. He argued with me, refused to do it, said I need to get involved in this thing. I didn't want to be part of it. He argued back and forth, and I kicked him out of my group. Because if he's going to start drama in other groups, he was going to bring it into my group. I didn't want to be part of that, so I kicked him out. Went on about my day. He made it a public issue, calling me out. Long story short, we did a 40-minute segment on him on the show. That upset him because we attacked him with no provocation after he spent a day and a half trashing this show, trashing me for kicking him out of my group for no reason. And then the attacks they're still going on. So he goes running to Gary Sutton, who gives him his platform, his YouTube channel, his group to trash us. And Jason, if you're watching this, I know you are. Gary's using you. He doesn't care about you. He wants to use you to get to us. Okay, that's what he does. He uses people. If you think about all the people that used to be cool with Gary, including myself, they're no longer cool with him. What's the common denominator? Gary's the common denominator. He turns on everybody that's ever been cool to him. He's upset with me because I didn't defend him from some comments that Carmine made toward him, and I got on him for making comments toward Carmine. My job is not to defend people. Okay, my job is not to defend people. Now, if somebody's been scammed by somebody, that's a different story. But if you got a beef with somebody, go to that person and handle it with them. You don't have to sit there and make videos. That's cowardice, plain cowardice. You don't sit there and make a video aimed at somebody waiting for him to respond back. Okay. But Jason, if you want to come on a show, I vowed never to have you back. But if you want to come on the show, I will handle it professionally. I will have you on the show, and I want you to sit here and tell me how you attacked us or we attacked you unprovoked. I want you to sit here and answer for these things. You got me blocked, but you can see this. You got me blocked. You can come on this show. I won't attack you. We will just talk about the situation. And I want you to tell all these people how I did not come after you, or I came after you for no reason whatsoever. But I want you to answer for the day and a half you trashed me before that. I want you to answer for that. You've not mocked Ben Walker for the "Leave It Better Than You Found It" saying. You use that at every, and also Gary's done this. He's that's not "Leave It Better Than You Found It." Well, you think trashing people while you're smoking weed on live is "Leave It Better Than You Found It"? Everything you've done this last 2-3 weeks has nothing to do with the hobby. This is about you being angry with other people. It has nothing to do with the hobby. You have not contributed one single thing to the hobby. You sold a few belts. You've represented the maker. That's all you've done. There's no accomplishments there. So let's get away from the personal stuff. Let's go. Does the term swamp donkey ring a bell? He's sitting there saying, "Well, these guys are making fun of my wife." Well, yeah, I know they are, but I remember hearing the word swamp donkey on somebody who's not even in the hobby, which none of the wives are involved in the hobby. But I remember the term swamp donkey mentioned towards somebody's girlfriend. And by the way, that guy who has that girlfriend apologized to you for saying stuff about your wife. You refuse to accept it. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do? It's not cool to talk about somebody's wife or girlfriend, but if they apologize for it, I mean, it's your prerogative not to forgive them or not like that. But that's fine. But you're still attacking. You're still attacking. Where's your apology? We're falling on deaf ears, crickets. But stop mentioning this podcast. This podcast has not mentioned you. We have no business with you. You have no business with us. Stop bringing us up. And your opinion of me does not affect me whatsoever, because first of all, I would have to value you as a human being in order to value your opinion. You can sit there and talk to yourself from now on for all I care. I know you're going to release a video. I'm not going to watch it because it's just full of crap. It's full of the R word, the racist word, the F word, the N word. Oh, by the way, let's talk about that. Everything it said toward Gary is racist. Did you know that? Everything it said toward Gary is racist. I'm on a roll here. However, he called out Antonio Mendoza's heritage and called him a slur. I won't mention it. He called him a slur, and then said he meant it in the most racist way possible. He doubled down on it, said it twice. I meant it, and he stuttered while he's saying this thing. I meant it in the most racist way possible. And now he's backing down on that. No, you're racist. You're racist. So that's a fact. That's a fact. It's on video. There's video evidence of this. But that's beside the point. You stop bringing up this podcast. I'm not going to talk about you anymore. I've never talked about your wife. I don't even know your wife. I've seen pictures of her. I've seen video of her. You've taken lust of it. I know you love your wife. That's fine. I got no problem with that. But to call somebody's wife, both sides are wrong. Just because somebody talks about your wife doesn't mean you have to talk it back. But that's between those guys. I've never done that. I won't do it. It's not cool, but it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Also, those guys on the other side of it, you guys need to stop doing that too. It's got to stop somewhere. Somebody's got to be the bigger man. So enough about this stuff. It's ridiculous. And there's people, it's getting to the point where people are posting in both his group and the other groups where this is happening, saying, stop. It's got to stop. Wade, I think even, I haven't watched it yet, but I think he even called for it to stop. So it's just, it's not productive. It's not good for the hobby. Let's just get somebody put a stop to it and let's move on.
Yeah,
that brings me, go ahead.
The reason why I block people is because I don't want to be in drama and I don't like it. My personal life and I consider this a business. We're here, we're doing our thing.
Yeah.
I don't want it no more. I don't want it in my life. I don't need it in my life. But if it's brought to my door, I can handle myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I avoid it.
Yeah. And another thing is, I keep hearing this word gatekeeper thrown out there. I don't know what the hell a gatekeeper is.
I saw it in Ghostbusters.
Huh? Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
No, that was a key keeper. It was key keeper.
I agree, Kevin. I agree.
Are you a god?
Yeah.
No.
I agree.
You
Kevin.
say yes. Okay, but there's no gatekeepers here. We all on this show, and all the guys on Goat Milk Diaries, and all the guys on the other podcasts, they're all collectors. This podcast was made up for fun. We do this for fun. We sit here and we chit chat about stuff. We laugh. We talk with our viewers. We're not the moral compass of the hobby, much to your regardless of what you think, we're not gatekeepers. I don't have any say over what somebody does in the hobby. Now, if there's something going on that's wrong, we're going to call it out. Yeah, we'll comment on it. That's what we do. We've done this many times. But I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm going on record to say I'm not a gatekeeper. I have no power or authority in the hobby. I have an opinion.
Nobody knows who the hell I am, so
Yeah,
I'm nobody.
Yeah. So, huh?
I said who?
Okay. Who? Yeah. Yeah. And Kevin's right. Life is too short.
It is.
Life is too short.
Dude, I'm pushing 50. I don't like drama in my life. I don't care.
And when you come to that time in your life where your life comes to an end, you have to go to those pearly gates and answer for everything you've done in life. Do you really want those things brought up? They'll be brought up. I mean, they're on record now. They'll be brought up, but you have to answer for that. So it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. It's what you do from now up in the future. You can make this better. That's up to you. That's your choice. That's not my choice. I've got my own demons I got to answer for when I get there. But this stuff's stupid. It's just stupid. It's immature. It's childish. That brings me to one more person, third person. And I'm talking about Vinny Carquito. Vinny Carquito has been a viewer of the show. He and I have had many good conversations. We've had great conversations, even though he's on the opposite side of the aisle from me in regard to politics. I don't hold that against him, but he holds that against me. It was never an issue until I came home from vacation, posted pictures from a vacation that happened to be a picture of me with a mannequin of Trump. I'm standing there with a thumbs up, and that pissed him off. So
what's up, Chris?
He said a lot of things about not just me, but Carmine and all these other guys. He's done these lives. He's done a couple of disgusting lives from his job, calling us MAGA people and sending all sorts of vile, horrible, profanity-laced things while he's on the job. Tirades, yes, tirades, which he has apologized for. However, he apologized to me. He put a post out there, apologized to everybody, saying that's not me. I'm a better person at this and that. He also blocked me. Well, he unblocked me, and I waited, and finally, a couple days later, he sent me a personal apology, which I accepted. I said, I accept this apology, but this is what I have to get off my mind. He brought up something that nothing any of these guys say upset me or make me mad. They're irritating, yeah, but I got tough skin. I could take it. There's not a whole lot you can say to me about me that's going to insult me. Okay, I'm just built that way. But he brought up something that really, really upset me because he brought somebody else completely innocent into this deal, involving my giving a belt to somebody. Okay, he said you gave a belt to somebody that's disabled while you support a man who mocks disabled reporters. This was a public thing. He brought this up in public, and I called him out on it. He said, "Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. So then he wanted to sit there and attack me for my Trump thing again. And I want to preface this by saying I've never flaunted the fact that I support Donald Trump. I don't talk about my politics. I vote my conscience. And I've learned the last 10, 20 years that talking about politics is just not a good thing because it just generates heat. So I don't talk about it. And he doesn't have what they've labeled him as having Trump derangement syndrome, but he brought up Trump every sentence in those two profanity-laced tirades that he did on those lives. So he gave me a piece of his mind after I gave him a piece of my mind, and he said that he was done. He wasn't trolling or anything like that, and I blocked him back. So I want to put this picture up here. We had Dynamite Doll on our show. What, 3-4 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm. About 3 weeks.
Dynamite Doll. 3 weeks. Okay. We had her on our show. Had a great time with her, and I was so proud of that show that I took a small piece of that video and put it as a reel on my personal page so that my personal friends outside the hobby could see this. I thought they would enjoy it. I'd forgotten about it, but Monday, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I got an alert that somebody had commented on that reel, which I thought had come down. I thought reels expire after a couple days. This one was still up there. So I pulled it up, and this was up here. I'm gonna block out part of this because it's racist, it's nasty. This guy, Stephen Colt, said, "Is that the?" And he's referring to Ben here, because Ben was on the video clip. Is this the slur that Gary Sutton was talking about on YouTube? and he has this laugh emoji, which clued me into who this is.
What's up, Ethan?
Oh, Ethan. So I looked up Stephen Colt, and it doesn't come on here. It doesn't pop up. Well, I got to thinking, and he also, I was showing this to Ben and the guys, and said, "Hey, did you guys see this?" Well, Ben said he tried to join Championship Belt Brothers, and he declined the request because it's a fake account. It's a fake account, and I think he tried to join a couple other groups, and he also commented on. I don't have that screenshot, but there is a.
Well, he has
screenshot
every one of us blocked, so that's how we knew.
Yeah. So he also commented on some stuff and was praising CMC, Custom Made Crew, praising Gary and this and that. And while trashing all of us, he brought up Spanning the Globe. And I am convinced that this is Vinny Carquito. And the reason why I believe this is Vinny Carquito, because of his verbiage. Okay. Vinny Carquito is an educated man. Don't get me wrong. He's an educated man. But the punctuation, the grammar, the capitalization, all that stuff is his style of typing. Not many people in the hobby or even in Facebook, I see a lot of people that aren't very meticulous with their and I'm picky about that myself. I don't call people out on it, but when I see incorrect grammar stuff, it drives me crazy. But this is his style. And he's also the type of person that mocks people. He claims to have the moral high ground by saying he's all about common decency. But then this stuff's posted up here. Now, I'm not saying it's him. I'm saying I'm convinced it's him. Okay, so if he didn't do it, he didn't do it. I believe he did. And the reason why I believe he did also is because not very many people step out there and defend Gary Sutton from Custom Made Crew. And the ones that do don't type this eloquently. And that laugh emoji makes me think this is a mocking type post, and that's the kind of person that Vinny is. He's a mocking type person. He mocked us on those videos. And so I believe this is Vinny Carquito. So if I'm right, I'm going to tell you, Vinny Carquito, you need to get a life. Okay. This was trolling on my personal page. This wasn't on the group page. This wasn't on the show page. This is on my personal page. I've got my preacher. I've got my relatives, my mother that see this crap. Okay. So if you're such a moral high ground person and have common decency, this is not allowed. This is beyond all bounds of common decency. The stuff I've got blocked out there is horrible. I'm not going to repeat what it says, but it's horrible. It's racist in nature.
I think that's the other way around, bud.
What's that?
I see it in the comments. I said I think it's the other way around.
Okay. Oh, I see him. Okay, yeah. I'm telling you your face. You don't have me blocked. I have you blocked. You blocked me and then unblocked me. I blocked you back. Yeah. So Vinny, I know that's you. You can't convince me it's not. Cut that crap out. Okay? Oh, no, you don't hide from anyone. That's crap. Don't sit there and tell me that. You're a coward. You're a vile human being. Yeah. You're a vile human being, and you proved it in those horrible lives you did. And I got something else on you too. I don't think you want that told. So if you want to comment some more, I'll reveal that. But that's fine. But you three guys need to disappear. Plain and simple. You contribute nothing to the hobby. Absolutely zero to the hobby. And this wasn't even your fight. You jumped in on the middle of this fight. It wasn't your fight, but you jumped in on the middle of it, so you can take some of this too. But don't be making up fake profiles and trolling people. That's crap. That's crap.
If I can step in for a minute. One thing I don't judge people on is their politics, their religion, their race, or anything. I don't care all those things. I don't care. If you're my friend, you're my friend. I don't care who you vote for, what your race is, what your nationality is. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is. Oh, and yours aren't. Okay. He'll do a video. That's fine. But he's going to keep going. He wants me to reveal this. Okay. I'll reveal here in a minute. This is a guy that talks about common decency while bragging to his friends about banging his boss's wife for 4 years. Yeah, that's commonly decent. That's nice. So tell me I'm lying. So anyway, that's all I have to say on it. They're going to do their videos. They're going to spew their trash. That's fine. That's fine. But I have no more to say. No, I don't want you on. I don't want you on my screen. I don't want you on my screen. I don't want you on my screen. You have no business on the screen. There's going to be good people that watch this. So, and that's not what the show's about. But y'all guys keep bringing my show up. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. You don't see me shadow boxing in the dark while my clients are sleeping in the back there. So I'm breathing. I'm fine. I'm fine. But anyway.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, bud.
Yeah, if you can sleep at night, I can sleep at night with my wife. So anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Let's
move on. Yeah, we got the trash out of the way. So let's talk about. Let's see. Richard, you were at a con.
Yeah, it was at UltraCon last Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to meet one of the legends of wrestling.
Let's talk about that.
Nikita Koloff.
Yeah, that's where you got
him
the
to do the video. I got him to sign my belt. Got him actually his book about his life story. Got him to sign that as well.
Yeah.
When he asked me, "Do you want me to just sign it, or do you want me to make it personal?" I said, "No, personal." So he gave me like a big discount for that because not many people do that. I said, I'm a collector, so he signed it out to me. Do you have the picture?
I can get it.
Yeah. Well, I have the book in front of me. You can see the picture of the book while I have it here.
Did you send that to me personally, or did you put it in the chat?
I put it in the STG.
Okay. I'll find it. I got to scroll way up to find it, though.
Nikita's one of the best. He was always one of my favorite wrestlers, and he's just a great person.
He's very, very, very super cool.
I gotta get past the memes.
Yeah, it was very cool, man. Very cool.
Sorry, I gotta get past the memes. The first time I heard him in a shoot interview and heard his actual real voice, I was like, "Who the hell is that?"
Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Yeah, I don't think you put it in there. I'm not seeing it. Let me see. Still scrolling. We put a lot of stuff in this chat.
Just a few.
Actually, it's up from my TV. And then I got the book and the belt.
Okay, I don't think it's in that chat. I think it's in the other chat. Yeah, it was in the other chat.
Oh, okay.
Must be. Okay, I'll find it. Let me look at my phone. It's easier to find on my phone.
Well, I got the book right here. It's
okay.
handy.
Well, I want to get your picture with him.
Oh, you got the picture?
I'll have to find it. I'll go to your profile and get it.
Okay. I have the book right here.
Yeah.
He's got the belt. His universal belt.
I'm trying to find you. Get a lot. My inbox is blowing up.
He was actually. I was nervous. I was sitting there and I was talking to him, and I said, "I've watched you for so many years as a kid." I said, "I can't believe I'm standing here having a conversation with you." I told him. I said his life story is. I'm trying to think of the word. Uplifting. To see where he came from and where he is now, how he's reborn and stuff like that. I asked him how was Lex Luger, because I know him and Luger, they run a camp together, and I got that information as well. Nikita actually does his own podcast too, and he gave me information on that as well. Lex Luger and him do the man camp.
Didn't Nikita baptize Lex Luger?
Yes.
I think so,
yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
That was a neat story.
I'm sorry, Richard. I'm responding to a couple messages.
His podcast.
Oh, good. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, he gave me all the info. He said if I'm ever in town to drop by. And what was super cool was, I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, I messaged him and thanked him, and he remembered my name. Which was
nice.
What was awesome.
Personable. You never hear a bad thing about him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you and Mick Foley too. I'm copying him right now or saving.
Vinny, I grew up in Brooklyn. Okay, there's no coward in me at all. If I say something, I'm going to tell you how it is.
He's still talking.
So don't even give me that. Okay.
That's all he knows.
You're talking to a kid from Brooklyn. Okay, I'm a street fighter. Okay. My hands are lethal weapons, okay? I'm not threatening you, but this is coward stuff, okay? This is like high school kids. If you work where you work, you wouldn't be like this. So go away. Nobody even wants you around. Go sell your Hulk Hogan figures and your big greens.
He don't want the audio of that that admission.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. You think you're tough, buddy. You haven't met me in person. You've only seen the calm side of me.
Get a better hat too, by the way. Oh, jeez.
I only let people see the side of me that I want them to see, not the old me. So don't make me go back to that old me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're corny too with that paperboy hat. Go smoke your cigarettes and talk about it on your drug rehab place on the stoop.
Enjoy looking at those big greens too. I know you have to stare at those big greens. In that Hogan 84. How you think of Hogan now, by the way? But Hogan ain't such a cool
he ain't
dude,
even worth my time, Ethan.
No, he ain't worth this. This don't even.
And I don't even get like this, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah, just let him talk. Just let him talk.
Vinny, just keep on talking about that because that's all you think about, bud.
He's simple. He's so simple minded. He can focus on one thing.
Trump lives rent free in your head, bud.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, he lives rent free in your head, bud.
Rent free, yep. Okay. Hold on a second. I gotta put this back up. Just 1 second. Vinny, where'd it go? You need to delete that profile. It's not very becoming of you. So
I mean, I'm quiet, man, but you get me started. You ain't gonna want me to meet me in person.
Yeah. You don't want that voice. You don't want that voice message out there. I know you don't. But let's just not acknowledge him anymore. He's trash. Let's move on. He's shown his ass. It's fine.
Grandpa, what's up, Grandpa?
Oh, wait. Hold on a second. I brought him in too soon. Now we can introduce Ben Walker of Championship Belt Brothers. Okay, I'm gonna go download these pictures real quick and keep talking about
everybody. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, so
keep talking about your con thing.
I actually met, like I said, Nikita Koloff. I got to meet Mick Foley, which was another honor. But like I said, Nikita Koloff was really cool to meet him in person. He actually autographed the book as well as the belt.
Let me put those pictures up real quick. Oops. Upload them now.
In the book, like I said, he had two copies. One was a hard copy and one was a soft copy. I chose to get the hard copy.
I bet it's a great read.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in when I'm done with it with the belt. I also got the belt certified as well.
Yeah. Mark Alford, member in Championship Belt Brothers. He's in other groups. Got me a signed copy of Nikita Koloff's book.
There it is.
Very cool.
That's a great picture, Richard.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like I said, he was a very awesome guy, man. To meet him in person and just talk to him.
That's cool.
One of my favorites of all time.
We talked about my background a little bit and how, what made me grow up. And I told him fatherhood made me grow up.
Yeah. Got to do it.
Mick Foley, he was actually really super tired. He got in real late. You can see Mick's body is really weighing down on him, but he's trying to lose the weight, and he was very positive. And what I thought was really cool was he pulled my son up with one of the guys that runs the events, and he says, "Come here," because he heard we were VIPs for what happened in the last couple of years. And he told my son to pick out a picture, and he'll sign it for him, and he signed the picture for him.
Nice.
Which was cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
I got to put that on his wall for him. I got to get my frame and put that on there. Very cool, very soft-spoken. One thing I thought was kind of rude of somebody is he did a video for somebody, and he did it this way. And Kate comes back hours later. He goes, "Can you turn it this way?" I'm like, I would have been glad for him to even do the video for me.
Definitely.
And the reason why I didn't ask him was because of that, what that had happened with that kid. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He was willing to do that. I was like, that's cool, you know. Fist bump. He won't shake your hand. He give you the fist bump. But yeah, me and Nikita, we talked for a good 30 minutes. And he said, "Is this your brother?" And he pointed to my son. I said, "No, that's my son." And he goes, "Wow." He goes, "That boy's big." You know, he talked to him. He got him to talk a little bit and stuff like that. But yeah, he told me he visited with Luger maybe 2 weeks prior. He said, and he's doing good. He's doing good.
He's like herpes. He won't go away. I wonder if Gary and Jason know he's been talking shit about him. I don't know, but that's his cross to bear. I'm not.
Yeah, once I'm done with this book, it's gonna go up. I gotta put in a sleeve or something, but it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Between the book and the belt, it was about $60, which wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
And I got the belt certified for $10.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I would love to meet Nikita. I really would.
Well, that was my ultimate goal. The first thing I did to get there.
Yeah. Ratings.
I'd love to have him on the show.
Hold on, the Nielsen people are on the phone. What ratings? Podcasts don't have ratings.
We don't have ratings?
Yeah. What a goof.
What do you mean? I don't get paid? Me and Ben don't get paid?
No. The royalties after taxes, expenses, and dues, you get nothing.
Man, just how rude.
Just like Willy Wonka says, you get nothing, sir. Nothing.
How rude,
Nobody gets paid on this show?
I'll stop going to the mailbox looking for the check then.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, Ben.
Somebody's offering me the voice message where Vinny's talking shit about Gary. Send it to me. I'll play it. I don't care.
Go ahead.
He wants to come on the show so bad. I don't allow shit on my show. I just don't.
I don't like to be around venereal diseases, so
yeah.
I don't need it around me.
Yeah. Yeah. False accusations about what? You tell me. Anyway, moving on. The Netflix documentary about Vince McMahon came out yesterday.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. I've only watched 30 minutes of it. I started watching it late last night, and about midnight I was getting sleepy, so I went to bed. So I only got through half of the first episode, and already I'm captivated. Most of the stuff I'm hearing that this is nothing new. It's not new to anybody. It's not everybody knows all this stuff. But I was captivated by his dynamic relationship with his father, which was not much of a relationship. You did? Okay, I didn't know that. Huh.
Thanks, Scott.
Donation?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should play that video.
He
don't want that out there.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. I got it queued up on my Netflix, so I'll probably watch it tomorrow.
Chris Reigns in the middle of it. Which about would you guys like to have? What I walk in on?
I was gonna ask that, but I was listening while I was on my way back here.
You know, when he was talking about his dad, he started getting teary-eyed. I think, and I'm not making excuses for him whatsoever because he's just he's disgusting. But I think part of his issue may go back to the fact he didn't have a relationship with his father, and it was so desperate to have a relationship with his dad. I mean, he said his dad told him he loved him the day before he died. That's the first time he'd ever said it, and he felt it made him feel good. So, yeah, it's different, Jason. We're talking about 6 foot midget, Jason. Yeah, Ben, we showed the belt of the week earlier today on the show, and it's the open neverweight belt.
Yeah, I heard it. I couldn't watch because I was driving.
Wade told me that is not actually a New Japan or IWGP belt. Can you explain that a little bit better for us?
So it is, but what it was based on was it was a new division that was created for the newer wrestlers, right? So there's not a tag team championship. There's a 6-man, and then there's the never openweight title. So it was supposed to help push the younger wrestlers, and then it kind of like a NXT, but it was a whole different division. Um, it was a whole different division within New Japan.
Yeah.
So that championship was created for newer wrestlers, and they totally went away from it, and it became more of a branch of, it's like New Japan Strong also.
Mm-hmm.
New Japan Strong was built to be based in the United States, and they do shows over in Japan also, or part of the New Japan umbrella. Just like Stardom, that's like their women's division. Stardom was a separate company, and then they were acquired by New Japan. So Never was another division, but it was originally based on pushing the younger generation of wrestlers that was coming along, and it got away from that. So that's what the Never is.
Did
And
Will Ospreay held that at one time?
man, so many different people held it. So I'm gonna cheat here because I wasn't totally prepared for it. So Never stands for New Blood Evolution, valiantly, eternal, radical. That's what the acronym for Never is, and it was built on pretty much, again, pushing the younger the wrestlers, but it steered away and just became a regular championships. Um, but very very similar designs between the singles title and the 6-man title. One's blue, one's red. One says heavyweight, one says 6-man on it. Otherwise, the main plate designs are pretty much identical. So, anytime, Chris. I mean, you're willing to share.
Yeah, Wade told me this on the phone. I said Never is honor in Japan.
Yes, but like I said, it was built originally for the younger generation, but it's a branch of New Japan.
Okay.
And some of the stars have held the Never Openweight Championship, like Tanahashi. Tanahashi's held it. Ishii has held it. There's been the foreigners or the Gaijins have held it. Minoru Suzuki has held it. Will Ospreay has held it. So there's been a lot of stars that held that championship, and yep, there it is. And I actually have that same championship. As a matter of fact, I think that's the one that used to be mine. Correct me if I'm wrong, Wade. I think that was mine at one point.
Oh yeah, Jay White held it too.
Jay White, yeah. Wade be twisting my arm, making me sell him belts and stuff. No, man, that's my brother for life, man.
That's only 2 millimeter. It looks thicker than 2 millimeter.
Yeah,
2 millimeter. Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
Oh,
See.
good looking belt.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that was at my time that I was ordering some 2 millimeter belts.
Now,
Okay.
Jay White.
Yeah, the Rev Pro Championship, which is recognized in New Japan, it's a very similar design also. The main plate, it has some similarities to it. So yeah, I guess I guess you beat me on the title defense. So that I'll go with that. Memory doesn't stick with me on some things, and certain things I can't let go. But I'll take your word for it. But nice championship, nice design, some good champions. The 6-man titles get passed around more frequently than the singles championship. But there you have it. I kind of cheated too with the Google because I wasn't prepared. Yeah, the V5. First of all, and Wade will also talk about this. Wade and I consider that the V1 because that's the first generation of the IWGP World Heavyweight title. The IWGP Championship was called that before the World title, which is the Intercontinental title and the World title combined. But if you want to call it V5, I guess we all know what that means. Right. I mean, we call it V1, but everybody else wants to call it V5. But same but different, different but same. So, hope everybody's doing good tonight.
We are now.
Got kind of hot in here. I was driving. I was like, oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I apologize, guys. You know I'm not normally like that.
Yeah.
Everybody in Florida, praise to you. I hope you guys stay safe. I was gonna say stay dry, but that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Right.
Stay safe, people. Stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe. Be aware. Check on your peoples there, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. What else we got on the list here? Let me see. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a chance to really binge watch the Vince McMahon thing this weekend because I'm leaving for Topeka, Kansas tomorrow afternoon for the night. So I probably won't get to watch it again until probably late Saturday night or Sunday.
I'm gonna try to watch the whole thing this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and binge watch it early Saturday.
Oh man.
No Diddy.
Oh,
no Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy, Wade. No Diddy, Wade.
No Diddy.
No Diddy
I needed that one.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
No, Jay, when it hits Tampa and the Panhandle area, it's expected to be a Cat 4.
Yeah. I just saw that earlier. Is gonna hit Cat 4.
Baby oil not included.
Yeah. So you guys make sure you stock up on your supplies and hunker down, and hopefully it's not too much damage or anything.
I asked my brother the other day. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll put this comment up because it's civil. I hope you're telling the truth, Benny. I hope you're telling the truth. I didn't say it was you, but I believe it's you. If it's not, I apologize, but it is what it is. But you need to disassociate yourself with those guys. They're toxic, and you hanging around with them makes you toxic. So that's all I have to say about it. And there are voice and video things out there on you. You don't want those out there, so you need to let it go. Let it go. So we spent way too much time on that stuff. So we'll just
they are, Jay.
I mean, it's been crazy the last couple weeks.
Crazy is an understatement.
I've been the target.
Yeah,
you sure were.
Well, we showed the screenshot of that fake profile,
and I got tough thick skin.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm a big boy. I can take pretty much what anybody throws at me.
I can too. What really irritates me
I'm
is
not going to focus my life on that craziness stuff.
What irritates me is when somebody brings up somebody that has nothing to do with the situation and makes a mockery out of it. That's what pisses me off.
I get it, and it's not fair. And you know the whole things going back and forth and talking about people's wives and posting pictures of people's wives. You can post a picture of my wife if you like,
Yeah,
I
please
have her
do.
right here,
Yeah.
right here. Look, I'm going to show you a picture of her. You guys ready? There she is.
All right, Vinny.
Well,
Thank you.
Ben, has she lost
Blank,
weight? Has she lost weight?
blank. Yeah,
Okay.
she
You know what
slimmed
I'll
down
say?
and
Is
she
she?
quit. She quit eating so many zebra cakes.
She's related to John
Um,
Cena.
yeah,
Yeah.
but no,
Yeah.
seriously, man.
I agree,
There's
Jason.
no
Hey,
place
Jason.
for it, man. Come on,
Yeah.
I
we got to
agree.
do better. We got to do better, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, leave it better than you found it. I firmly believe that. No matter how much people mock it and make fun of it and try to make turn something positive into a negative, I'm gonna still say it. I'm gonna continue to say it. It needs to stop. It's irritating the hobby, man.
It
It's
is.
it's hobby
is.
wide. I get people to message me and I see comments and stuff like that. Yeah, she is, man.
She's spoken.
Woo, hot tamale, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Vinny,
Um,
I respect that, man. I respect that.
Yeah.
Honestly and truthfully, I respect that.
Yeah.
If that's how
I
you
mean,
really feel, then no hard feelings from my side.
I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm not gonna go back and forth with the debating and people done took personal shots at me. It's fine. I'm a
Yeah.
big boy. I'm okay.
Yeah.
A lot of the shit is funny. So
It is. We've been entertained by it. We've been sitting there making jokes about it.
Right.
Hey
It's
I
crazy.
mean,
Ben, I got one question.
I was gonna put Uncle Ben in my name tonight, but I was like, you know
Just
what?
keep
I'm
her-
not gonna do that.
I got one
That's
question,
what my
Ben.
nieces and nephews call me. So
Is your wife
um,
bathing in Windex again? Because I can't see her.
yeah. It has no place, man.
No place in anywhere in life. Anywhere in life.
Anywhere.
In life,
Any
yeah.
aspect of life.
Right.
I don't know about you guys, but I consider myself every race and
Thank you, Chris.
nationality. I get along with everybody.
Thank
I
you,
don't
Chris.
care
Yeah,
where
I
you're
mean,
from, what your religion is, what your creed
We-
is, what your color is. I don't care. You're my brother, no matter what color you are. If I cut my arm open, I bleed red, you bleed red. That's how it is.
I like what Wade's got
that's
there.
my boy, man. That's my brother right there, man.
Oh man.
I
agree
mean,
with
we all look the same on the inside, man. If you flip this all
Yeah.
inside out, we all the same.
And my father grew
Um,
me up. We didn't see race. We seen a person. That's it.
I'm pretty sure somebody
Yeah.
will mock me what I'm talking about tonight.
Oh
Have
yeah,
Well,
at
man.
it. Go right ahead.
Cortez says I'm as
Fine.
close as you can get to a Puerto Rican. So
You can
Yeah.
guarantee it'll be a fresh new video, Ben.
Yeah,
if Jason says I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Puerto
Yeah.
Rican.
I'm an alcoholic and I
I like
live in a
that one, Jay.
trailer and just nonsense, man. It's
Jason.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. We better.
Well,
we should be better than that, man. All
Hey,
of
I'm
us.
5%,
All
so
of us.
down below I'm like 100%. So
You know, it comes down to the fact this is a hobby. It is a hobby. This is what we do in our off time to get away from the daily grind of life, all the crap you go through with work, family life, things like that. This is what we come to escape all this stuff.
To
And
get
then when
away
you
from
come
the
to this,
crap.
and then when you
Get away
come to
from it.
this and you see somebody calling somebody's wife this or saying somebody's wife, it takes the joy out of the hobby. Not just for those two people involved that are arguing, but everybody has to sit there and witness all this stuff.
I said it myself. This is our escape from reality.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we can escape our real lives and just have a chance to be somebody, ourselves that we're not normally out in public where, we have to be that certain way.
Right.
Yeah. I
Let
agree.
me break for just a moment because we're at the top of the second there. Actually, we're 8 minutes past, but this show is sponsored by Marked Leather Championship over Leather. You can get this comment off here so you can see that. And by Ashley's Southern Design. She's on Facebook. Be sure you look her up,
Thanks,
Ashley's
Chris.
Southern Designs, to get a great custom shirt or a cup, which, by the way, I have one in my hand here. Cup right there. Very nice. This is what are those cups that are selling so high dollar?
Those
Stanley.
are
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup.
This is
yeah.
made just as well as a Stanley Cup for half the price. So, and you get your, we got a Spanning the Globe logo on ours. Yeah, and he's got his, and you can also get customized on the back. I got the Marvelous one on the back, and he's got his group's page on there.
Yep.
Grandpa Club on his, and Richard, what's on the back of yours?
Mine, it is Of course, spanning the globe logo with the gold and the black.
Uh-huh.
And on the back it says the Warden, the Hardcore God.
Anything you want, Ashley can do it.
Yeah.
Anything.
And
I
and
actually
these cups have been such a hit that even Guido has one.
What does that tell you?
Yeah. Now I'm not talking trash about Guido.
No,
I appreciate him doing that. I do.
He saw a quality product and ordered one.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. He knows quality. So thank you very much for that. Appreciate this. Support my daughter. Also, I want to remind everybody I also have this belt for sale, and I might have it sold. I don't know yet. This World Heavyweight Championships WWE shop, brand new. I bought it to raffle off in the group. The raffle didn't go very well. Nick Carnivale has offered to raffle it for me in his group. We'll talk about that. But I was at Tandy Leather today. I was in Oklahoma City, and I was buying some backing. And I told him what I do, and the guy he remembered me from being there before. He said, "Are you the guy that does the belts?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's pretty cool." So I showed him the Ring of Honor belt that I re-leathered for somebody, and he just loved that. And I also showed him my Dome Globe, and he said, he ordered a Universal, Undisputed Universal. It hadn't come yet. And I said, "You buy that off the shop?" He said, "Yeah." And so I showed him a picture of this belt. I said, "I've got this one for sale." I said, "The only difference in price is you're not paying taxes or shipping." He said, he took my number down, so he might call me if he wants that belt. But I'm having this belt for sale for now. It's $500 shipped. You're saving the shipping costs. You're saving the taxes, which could run anywhere combined between $50 and $100. $50 and $100. So hit me up if you want it.
Brand new.
It's only been open twice. Once to show on the show, to take that picture, and the unboxing bill. So 3 times. It's been open 3 times. It's still in the bag right now. I'm also going to sell off a couple of belts from my collection. I'm going to sell this one, the National Heavyweight Championship. It's on my leather. And I'm going to ask $275 ship for this one. $275 ship for this one. It's on my leather. That belt was made by Unique Championship Belts, as was this one. I'm also for sale. Is also for sale. The NWA or the Georgia TV Championship. That's also on my leather, and the plates are made by Unique Spirit. So I'll take $275 for either one of them, shipped. If you want those, hit me up after the show. Otherwise, I'll be on the sales post tomorrow. I need to make room for some belts that are more important to me. So, cups looks awesome. Thank you. Yeah, please do. She would appreciate that. She's done a lot of cups. She sold a bunch of cups Saturday. They're having a craft show downtown.
She does a great job. She does.
Mark's is this color. You didn't get you one of those, okay?
Yeah, Mark.
I did.
Got that.
I did, Chris. Thank you.
Mark's got that Never Lose Cup yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, look who comes on! I'm glad she wasn't on before.
What?
I said I'm glad she wasn't on
okay.
before.
Okay.
Megan, don't go watch the replay, please.
Yeah. You'd be appalled. He'd be sleeping on the couch.
No.
Don't rewind.
Just put it this way: she would not be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, she should know you.
She's seen me turn green before.
You gotta have good health. Tyler.
Yeah, gotta have a good health. Yeah,
gotta have good health.
Gotta be healthy.
Always
gotta be healthy.
Jason, I don't know. I think so, but you'll have to ask her. I don't know.
My daughter is talking. My daughter is talking to her about getting a hoodie, so I believe she can.
Okay. I don't know. She tells me what she's made, and I've never heard her mention hoodies before. So,
Ben, look what you started.
What'd you start?
What did I say? What?
She says, "Okay, I will."
Okay. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Back to WWE for a minute. Not the Netflix thing, but we had a title change last week. We had Monday. We had it Monday. Jey Uso won the Intercontinental title off of
But guess who didn't like it?
Rikishi.
Rikishi. He can't keep his mouth shut.
He won the title off Braun Breaker Monday night, which I believe, I don't know about anybody else, but I believe that they're setting him up for a world title run.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Either that or it's going to be a storyline between him and Jay for a little bit.
Every Rikishi is coming on all the time, not liking how this was done, not liking how that was done. Rikishi, please stop.
I
Don't
think
get
she's-
me
I think she's
don't
at work,
get me
Jason.
started on him.
Yeah, I think she's at work, Jason. I'll hit her up.
Don't get me started on him,
Text
man.
her right now.
Yeah, Ben loves Rikishi.
Yeah,
Tell
so
him-
much I just walked right past him. He was here.
Ben, matter of fact, Ben saw him give the shirt right off his back.
Right. And then sold it on
Asylum.
Most
no,
wanted treasures.
the Hidden Treasures.
Hidden,
Oh.
yeah.
He lied about that story. I was on that.
You were right there watching.
I was on that virtual meet and greet before I met him and watched him sell that same piece of merchandise.
I mean, forget his sons. His family is in the most successful thing going right now. Why would he speak up and say something so unneeded? It's just let it go, Rikishi. It's going great.
He had his time. He got pushed.
Jey Uso, the second one in his family to hold the Intercontinental title.
Who?
I mean,
who?
Was it Rikishi and Jey? They were the only two to hold the Intercontinental title in their direct family.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what about The Rock?
No, I'm not talking about the whole family, just their direct family.
Right, yeah, just right there in their, father son. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. Why are
It's like
you out
every
here
day.
just
Every day he's coming out with what's not being done right with his son.
it's like he's trying to sabotage him or something. It's ridiculous.
I was saying this before you were on, Ben. What did I say? Oh, if they're gonna bring Jimmy back, the only way that they're gonna bring Jimmy back is when they're all back together. That's the only way, and it's the only perfect time to do it.
I think he's injured, and they're not saying it.
Supposedly he had a surgery, and it was very, very like a deep surgery or something like that.
And then that's why Rikishi was online.
Yeah, extensive surgery.
To pray for him.
Yeah.
Somebody said he's the Lonzo Ball of professional wrestling.
This the thing, though, Jason. He really don't need to because Rikishi had a hell of a career.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Samoan SWAT team. He was in world class. He was in WCW. He's been in WWE, WWF. He's been in the big companies.
Only thing I can fathom.
He shouldn't need to live through Jey.
He's pissed because he's not brought in these storylines himself. That's
what it is. That's what it is.
Well, it's not just that. He's upset because when he won the Intercontinental title, they didn't celebrate it as he felt they should.
They were out of TV time.
Yeah.
It's never enough for him.
Like,
I mean, what would you say was his worst gimmick?
Sultan.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. The Sultan.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Jason, yes, she does do hoodies.
Yeah.
So there's your answer.
I think what it is Rikishi wants the dynasty to be able to come to WWE. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
There. And he wants to be the leader of the dynasty.
He wants to be on TV every week like his son.
I see it too, Jason. Jason.
It's ridiculous.
It's sad. And this is why a lot of referees won't referee anymore. People quit refereeing because they get the abuse from the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've seen parents who actually played sports that were really good at sports that are horrible spectators.
Mm-hmm.
They will yell, they will scream. And the funniest one, and I got to be careful because this is a local person. A guy I used to beef with when we were in high school, we get along now, and he was telling me about his ex-girlfriend that came out to tell him she ran the concession stand. And he said she come to tell him to ignore this one new rule they invented for that season. He told her, he said, "You go back to your concession stand. I got the plate." And they used to date.
Oh wow.
SST says most while. Yeah, Buddy Roberts, the Freebird, was their manager.
Their manager. Yep.
Yeah, he wore the sarong and the headband, all that stuff. He looked ridiculous. But yeah, I remember seeing the Swan SWAT team, world class tag team champions.
Yep.
Jason, she said she can get up to 5X in hoodies, whatever size you up to that size. I know you're not that big, but that's what she's told me.
We're not talking waist down, Jay. We're talking about a regular hoodie, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't make a snuggle or a snuggie. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, kids are embarrassed when their parents do that. You could see it sometimes.
Yeah.
They're just horribly embarrassed.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Impractical Jokers episode where who's the guy that looks like Rosie O'Donnell? Not Murr.
I know who you're talking about. The
Q,
dude with
yeah.
the beard. Yeah, Q.
He had to sit up there in the bleachers, and they had this kid out there playing softball, and they told him to be a horrible parent.
Yeah.
And he was insulting her, and the parents are getting mad at him.
Oh yeah, they're ready to kill him.
Yeah, they were afraid they were going to have to take the kid off the field, protect her, walk her to her car.
No, I just think it's all. I think because he's not on. He wants to be on TV with all the rest of his family. Everybody else is there. He wants to be there, and he's pissed.
He's had his time in the spotlight. It's time to let it go.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
He had his career spanned at what, 30+ years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit back and enjoy the show. Right.
He didn't miss out. He's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Sit back and enjoy it, man. Let your son do his thing.
Right.
Yeah, let them do their thing. Enjoy it. And all of his nephews, let them all enjoy it.
Right. You got your whole family on
The
TV,
whole family's
man.
there. The whole family.
Yeah.
Your whole family's on TV. All of them.
But congratulations, Jay Uso, for winning the Intercontinental Championship. Let's see if he has a long run. They have not been having long title runs under the new regime.
I was gonna say he might make it to Survivor Series, or maybe Royal Rumble, lose it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
I
then
actually
get back
like
into a program in WrestleMania. That's how I could see what.
I like it. I just don't like it where they keep it for like 5 years. I mean,
yeah, I don't like it.
Realistic.
But Braun Breaker was less than 2 months.
It was short.
Hey,
but they have something bigger for him. I think that's what it is.
The world title.
Yeah, Braun Strowman is still
a little bit. It's going to be a run between Braun and CM Punk.
Yeah,
Braun Strowman is still the Saudi Arabian champion. So
I know, right?
Nobody pays attention to that.
Yeah,
he's had that title for years.
Right.
I would like to see Ryback versus Goldberg and get it over with.
They're too old now.
Yeah,
they're too old. They're too old. That
they have a belt on a Walker match.
Right. Yeah. That
Viagra on the pole match.
Yeah.
That match. No, you can't have that now.
Oh, Scott. Oh, Scott.
Scott, it's Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday. You can't miss a show on Thursday, especially the first hour. Woo. Okay. Anyway. Well, we're glad you're here. Better late than never.
Yeah. And I had to turn AC.
Good, man. I can't wait to.
Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that belt.
I saw your comment, smart ass. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What's up, homeboy?
We were talking before the show started. I was on my way back from Oklahoma City. We're having video chat, and how did it get brought up at the WWC? We were talking about the World Wrestling Council. How did that get brought up? I can't remember.
Oh, we were talking about Gorilla Monsoon.
For Netflix documentary, we kind of rolled into Gorilla Monsoon was going to buy WWF, but he ended up getting WWC under what was it? Not Titan, but the other one.
Capital Sport.
Capital, yeah. And then it got brought up that Bruiser Brody was supposed to have an owner's stake in that company. And this is what we believe led up to his untimely death and murder by the invader. What was that guy's name? Jose Gonzalez.
Yep.
And Jose Gonzalez ended up getting his portion of it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It was a reward.
Yeah.
I don't want to use that term, but
that was a hit. That was a hit.
So he's in the OJ club, getting away with murder.
Yeah, but then Manny Fernandez tried to kill him.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Was it revenge for Bruiser, or was it a different kind of deal?
Manny jumped off the top rope, bust him up.
Manny's a big guy.
Oh, right. Yeah. Right.
Dude,
Manny was what? Maybe 310, 315, 320.
He was every bit of whatever he weighed. And Jose Gonzalez wasn't a big guy.
Yeah. Nah. If you ever get to see that clip, I think it was on YouTube. It might have got taken down because it's a violent clip.
Okay.
Manny Fernandez jumps on Invader 1.
Yeah.
Go look at it.
But part of this got mentioned because Tony Atlas was featured on the Vince McMahon documentary, and he also was the one that went to the hospital with Bruiser Brody. He picked him up, put him in the helped them carry him because the crowd was so heavy that they couldn't get him through there. So Tony Atlas basically cleared the crowd, picked him up, carried him into the ambulance, and rode with him in the ambulance to the hospital. And they told him that he's going to be okay. I think we got him stabilized, and I think he was threatened with his life. Was trying to get out of the country, and then he called to check on Bruiser the next day, and they said he didn't make it.
Well, he might have been poisoned in the middle of the night.
That could be.
There's no telling. I mean,
Anything's
it could have been so much. It could have been so much covered up because you got to think about it. Memphis has Jerry Lawler.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rico has Carlos Colon.
Right.
He's seen as it's like Manny Pacquiao in the Philippines. They're seen as bigger than life in those areas, especially Carlos Colon in the 70s and 80s and going into the 90s. It could have just taken one phone call to the hospital from him or his associates. Bruiser Brody doesn't make it.
Yeah, take care.
Just an assumption. Let me cover this part. The following views from Ben Walker are not the expressed or approved views of spanning the globe. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but
now, did he catch it in the
it's
stomach?
a possibility.
Yeah, they carved him up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, they say he said he sliced him,
gutted him. I'm just
he said his
him
guts
up.
were falling out.
Unzipped him.
Oh wow.
He said he had a big knife, big butcher knife, or a hatchet, or not a hatchet. What's it called?
Probably had a
the one
fillet
square,
knife or something.
the big square
knife.
knife.
A cleaver. He had the cleaver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
wow.
That's what they said. And he said that knife must have been sharp as hell because he just sliced him on one swing, and his guts were falling out. And I'm like, man, that is
and
ridiculous.
He never was even
man.
brought to court on this charge.
Yes, he was.
He was,
Yes,
but the witnesses were sent subpoenas after the trial was over.
Right.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, they were upset. Tony Atlas was upset about that.
Yeah,
but this is what we believe happened when Carlos Colon had a little private conversation with Jose Gonzalez. It'll play.
Somebody take the damn money.
Had to fit that. I had to fit that there somewhere.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a sad situation, man, because Bruiser Brody, or I know him as King Kong Brody, from the AWA, but he was on the verge of retiring. I didn't even realize Brody was that old at that time. He was in his 40s.
Yeah. He must have had a son late in life then, like his late 30s.
I think so. Yeah. Because there's pictures of him in the sun.
Okay.
And he had kind of a partial gray beard, like kind of like what I got now. But yeah, Brody was what, 42, 43 when he died?
Did not know that.
Sounds about right.
I didn't know the story until Dark Side of the Ring, to be honest with you.
Oh no, I've heard.
There's shoot interviews with Tony Atlas on YouTube.
Yeah, I heard this story years and years ago.
Him and who was the guy that was in the dugout that said he wasn't there?
Mantell.
Yeah, Dutch Mantell. And there's somebody else that was there.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but I mean, I would take his word for a whole lot.
Right. Well, yeah, he got you for $10, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did.
It was like we were talking about it earlier.
Mark's like, get that guy. F that guy.
You said Dutch won't say it. Dutch won't talk about it.
No, Tony Atlas has been the only one that's really spoken about it.
Real open, and every time Tony tells his version, it's the exact same version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no modification of what Tony saw, what Tony heard, what Tony tells the whole story the same way each time. Why would he keep repeating the same story each time if he's making it up or fabricating it or
look at Laverde getting his mom into wrestling,
gassing it up?
You go,
Territory
Mark.
days. Territory days was the best times of wrestling, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you know
Does she
what?
know about the Ultimate Cuddles?
Yeah, does she? Did you give her a
Man,
shirt?
stop,
Or
man.
did you sell her a shirt?
We done heard Hulk Hogan's name a little too much tonight.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Shh.
I forgot what I was going to say now. Doggone it. Ric Flair and Wendy are broke up again.
Shocker.
2 years ago, there's the same exact tweet that came out saying,
How
or
many
Instagram.
times? I mean,
Yeah, we decided to part our separate ways. He said it was due to their separate
schedules.
projects,
Yeah.
and it just didn't allow them time to, well, love finds a way. It just
He's,
does. But
he's too busy out here charging $400, $500
yeah,
for autographs.
yeah.
mhm.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
deal.
Good platinum.
We hear that.
Oh, that
Wade.
means it's headed up my way.
Wade is still watching the show, and I don't know if he knew this or not. Maybe I did tell him. I can't remember. He's the one that gave me those Dome Globe plates. And by the way, he took some flack from somebody over that, which I thought was ridiculous.
It is.
Nobody's business what he does with his property. But anyway, I told him I have somebody sending me a set of those plates, just like those. They saw mine, and they're going to send me theirs. In fact, they're going to be delivered Saturday, and I'm going to do the same treatment on that strap as I did mine. I'm going to make it 2 inches shorter, but and I also have somebody else that's going to send me theirs as soon as they get theirs in. They're supposed to be in this week, but I hadn't heard from the guy, so I told the other guy, go ahead and send them. First come, first serve. But Wade's going to order a set with a slight modification. I don't know if he wants this out there or not, so I'm not going to mention it, but it's going to make it a little bit more accurate than what I've got. And mine is, pretty damn accurate. He's going to add one more little detail to make it a little bit more accurate, and he's going to send those to me. So I'm going to end up releathering 3 more of those Dome Globes. Thank goodness I saved a template.
Business is good. That's great.
It is.
Man.
It's my fingers are feeling it too.
Yeah.
But
so that's that stitching, huh?
Lacing, yeah.
Oh,
That's what
lacing.
she said.
Yeah.
That's what she
Wade,
said.
I'm about halfway with your I'm sorry, 3/4 of the way done with your Biggs Dome Globe. This one here, the never open weight. All I have to do is slick the edges, and it'll be ready. And then I'll get that other one, that Dome Globe, finished lacing maybe Sunday when I get home. I'm gonna do a little bit more tonight after the show. Okay, he said, okay, he's gonna have those little screw heads put on the plates, little fake screw heads, like on the original Dome Globe. And the Figs Dome Globe is the only one I've seen that has that. The Premier don't have it. Most of the makers don't know to make that. He reached out to that maker and said, hey, you need to put those screw heads. He showed him pictures of the original belt and told him to put the screws on there. If you know what I'm talking about.
Actually, the belt that you have, Mark, I want to do my custom almost the same size as that, but instead of doing the, that little circle at the top,
yeah,
I want it to be flat.
Let me go full screen on this. This is the Figures Inc. Dome Globe. This is not the Jack Championship belts. But in the corners of the main plate right here, there's a screw head. There's one on the other side just like it. And there's one down here. One down here. And then on each of the side plates, there's one above the stones. Right, see?
I thought you were talking about underneath the plate.
No.
On top.
No.
Okay.
What this is on the original Dome Globe, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, the gold plates, the side plates, the main plate, they were actually real gold. They were too soft. They would bend real easily. So they screwed them to steel plates, thin steel plates behind there, and that's how they fastened them on. That was with screws. It's actually unsightly, but if you're into the nostalgia of the belt, you want those on there. But this is the only version that has that up to date. Now, I think once Hamza Ali puts those on there, I think he will have the most accurate version of the Dome Globe out there that I've ever seen. And by the way, I did that video the other day comparing all 4 Dome Globes in my possession from the first one I got, which was this one, to the Premier, to the Classic Shields, to the Jack Championship Belts version. And I talked about the differences. Well, I have since... Sit down. If you're not sitting down, you need to sit down for this. I sold the Classic
What's
Shields.
up, Kevin O'Keefe?
Oh, Kevin?
Hey, what's up, Kevin?
Hey, Kevin, what's up?
Yeah, I should. I agree. You should. Mendoza. Fingers are feeling. Yeah, I'm Slide Dog. That's right. Where was I? I forgot what to say it. Oh, I sold the Classic Shields Dome Globe. I know some people may be shocked to hear that. The reason why I sold, there's several reasons. Among them are, when I ordered that belt, I was excited to get it. It took 26 months of hardly any updates and 26 months of waiting to get the belt, only to have to try to fix the paint issues. And then there were some attacks from Classic Shields on me because I didn't want to fix the paint, which was not my job. I spent $1,800 for a belt I had to fix. And I'm not going to rehash all that. But anyway, it took the joy of owning that belt out of me. I just didn't have any joy left in it. And two, I could not justify having such an expensive belt in my collection just sitting there collecting dust. It's just a lot of money spent for something to collect dust. Most of my replicas back here cost anywhere between $300 and $500, except for the Rizwan Chrome Rye. By the way, I'm selling that too. I'm selling it to the Rizwan Chrome Rye for $650 shipped. I forgot to mention that. So they average between $300 to $500 for the replicas. I just couldn't have that kind of money sitting on the shelf doing nothing. And then I get this one from Wade, which is a Jack Championship belts, and it's so accurate. The size was so much more accurate. The detail, it's just a beautiful belt. And I got lucky on the leather cut and managed to get a fairly accurate leather cut on it after many tries. I thought I would just keep that one and sell the Classic Shields. So the Classic Shields I sold was delivered today. And I thought there might be a live unboxing maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It was delivered today. I got a delivery confirmation on it. So that's why I sold it. I had a couple of people hit me up, but I sold to the first guy that hit me up on it. So if you offered to buy it from me, I apologize. I kind of half-handedly mentioned in the chat, and the guy said, "How much you want for it?" So I told him, I said, "Sold." So there you go. And I'm sure he'll. I'm not going to say who the buyer was. I'm sure he'll reveal himself with a live unboxing soon. If he doesn't, that's fine. But I hope he enjoys it. It's a nice belt. I hated to get rid of it. I really did. I actually kissed the belt before putting it in the box.
So you graced it with the essence of Maggard?
Yeah. But I'm content with the decision. I'm content with it. I'm cool with it.
Why didn't you carve your initials into it like Kerry Von Erich?
Von Erich, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But it's got to do home, and I hope the new owner enjoys it more than I did. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful belt. I can't knock the belt. They did beautiful work on it. It's a beautiful belt. The finish on it's great. It's a glossy finish. This one I got now is not a glossy finish, but to me it looks more accurate as the one on the TV. Probably because that one just wasn't taken very good care of. But I like this one better, and it's more accurate in terms of size and detail. And so I'm at peace with it. And I just don't want anything to do with Classic Shields. After the experience they put me through, I want no part of them anymore. So it's just a shame you order something with such excitement, save up that kind of money for it, and wait 26 months, and you get it. And you're like, this is it. What'd you do? Is there
Look what he put in chat.
Okay, I'll look later. No, I didn't, Chris. No, I didn't. I also have an NWA Crown Jewel for sale. So I haven't set a price on that one yet. But if you're interested in the Crown Jewel, hit me up. I need to get that I got it in the bag. I'll take a picture of it, put it on the post. So. Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
I needed that one.
I'll look later. I got 22 minutes. I'll look later.
Oh my God, Richard.
But again, you guys are terrible. Again, I also have this National Heavyweight Championship belt for sale for $275 shipped, as well as a Georgia TV Championship for $275 shipped. They're both made by Unique Championship belts, so they're all my leather. So if you're interested in either of those, they're a good deal. Both of them are a good deal, I think. And I also have this brand new WWE Shop World Heavyweight Championship for $500 shipped. The same price as Shop, but you don't pay the taxes and you don't pay for the shipping. So I'm eating the shipping. So that's a good deal. In fact, I haven't got Tandy Leather that might be interested in buying it. He took my number down after showing the picture, but
you never know.
First come, first serve.
Mm-hmm.
First come, first serve. Yeah. All right, I'll look. I'll look. All right. Oh, you guys are terrible.
Gianni's
Don't
got
you
the
just
second
hear-
to last one there.
Don't you just hear the theme song?
Toys R Us.
Oh my god.
Get
He's a
yours.
toys. What can I say? He's a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah.
I don't want to grow up. So,
Oh my God, the
the
incredible.
more you know. More you know.
That is incredible.
So, what else is going on in the world of professional wrestling? Anything?
Oh, the other
Okay.
night, Tony Khan came out with Monet and did her dance.
He did her dance. Wasn't that
Oh
wonderful?
gosh. Oh gosh.
Can he just go away?
Yeah. Oh, Richard, I forgot to show your belt that you got autographed by Nikita. I forgot to do that. Here's your to Richard, Nikita Koloff, Colossians 1:10.
Nice.
Bible verse. That's my leather, by the way.
Yes,
That's a unique.
And I
That's a
mentioned
unique.
that. I mentioned that he loved the leather work and he loved the outline. And I showed him where the little flag was as well.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to know. I know he's got the Universal Television. I'd love to know if he's got any of the other belts he's had.
If you want, just put me on big screen for a minute. I'll show this for our viewers too.
Okay.
If anybody wants to check out his podcast, he's got a podcast as well.
Nice.
It's on all the major streaming sites. And him and Luger run the Man's Camp. And they got a big event coming up.
Wait, I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures after the show.
Like I said,
I
very.
might have to do it this weekend. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Richard.
No. Very cool guy, very down to earth. And I got to say, I've met many wrestlers in my lifetime, and he is like the number one on my list so far. It was like we knew each other, and I knew him.
Milk and shipping.
Yeah.
So I believe for Santa under the tree is milk and shipping.
Like I said, really, really cool guy. I mean, if you guys check out that book, I believe they have it online too. Like I said, they have the hard copy and the soft
He's got
copy.
the Universal TV belt on that cover with him.
Yep.
He for some reason he displays that belt more often than he does the NWA TV.
You never see him with the NWA TV. Never. I don't understand
He seems
that.
to value that one more for some reason.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine.
And what he thought was really cool was I wanted both of them personalized.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't asking for a discount, but he says you automatically get it because you're having it personalized.
It's not. It's
And
not.
I
You're not a
says-
reseller. You're not a reseller.
Yeah, I said I'm not a reseller. I said I'm a collector and I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I said, so this book is going to go right with my United States title as soon as I'm done reading it.
Mhm.
I said, and I showed him my collection. He's like, wow. And he did say hi to Ben. He knew who Ben was right away. I just mentioned I'm good friends with Ben. I was not trying to get clout or anything. I just said, Ben's one of my good friends that we do the podcast with. And he still doesn't believe that Ben doesn't get paid to do the show.
Ben would be shocked to find that out too.
And
I'm gonna have to get with. Hey, you know what?
You
I'm gonna
could
get my
hire-
friend. If I don't get paid for this show, I'm gonna get my friend Nikita to Russian sickle you like David Crockett got.
Knock me out of
Russian
shoes.
sickle.
I was
I want
so
my money.
close. I was so close to mention the thing that BA said, but there was a hot woman next to him.
What was that? Not gonna say.
What did you feel when the speckle hit the schmeckle came out and he tucked it away?
Yeah.
I was this close to saying it, but there was a fine woman next to him.
I didn't see this, but heard about it. Hook retired the FTW title.
watched
Gave it back to
Yeah.
Taz.
Gave it back to his dad.
Yes.
His dad was all in
And he
tears.
gave it back to his father.
Oh wow,
Mhm.
he didn't hold it very long, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Well, he had it twice. He's had it twice.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking
He
about
had
Hook.
it.
I'm talking about Hook.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
Hook
about.
had it.
Oh, okay,
He
I
had it
didn't know
twice.
that.
He
Okay,
had
I
it
didn't know
twice.
that.
Yeah.
He brought it back. What, last year?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, Ben, we need to go back to the
Wade says, pay
negotiating
you in
table.
Little Debbie's.
Yeah,
Pay you in Little Debbie's.
yeah.
Do we pay him in zebra
Okay.
cakes or do we
So
pay him
Ben-
in
so-
Pound cake.
Pound cake. Yeah.
Pound cake.
So Ben's not found out he's not getting paid. Is he going to redshirt the rest of the year? Did you hear about that? That kid from Las Vegas.
No, well,
He joined the Las Vegas or the University of Vegas, whatever they call it, UNLV football
Mhm.
team, and he said he was promised NIL money, and he signed up with the team and didn't get paid, so he's going to redshirt, going to sit out. And apparently, there's 2 or 3 other players around the country doing this. The NIL has ruined college football. The NIL and the transfer portal has just decimated college football, in my opinion.
you were better off just leaving them getting under the table money.
Yeah. Oklahoma lost a damn good quarterback because he was working for a car dealership and wasn't. They were paying him. No, they were paying him not to, and he wasn't even working. He was an employee,
Don't
but he
they
wasn't working.
Don't they have that one kicker, like 31, 32 years old? One of the college teams keeps transferring.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible.
That transfer portal, NIL stuff, man, it's
Well,
crazy.
It is. These guys become millionaires and then go to the NFL and become multimillionaires.
Mhm.
That's not right. It's not right.
Yeah.
They're there to get an education. They play football while they're getting an education.
Right. Supposedly.
Yeah. But if you pay these guys, they're not going to get their education. They're going to get what money they can. They go to the NFL.
Kind
Now,
of blame you got to kind of blame the NBA for that too.
Yeah,
Because remember the NBA was doing the one and dones.
exactly. It's
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you putting way too much in a young person's hands.
they're already at
Somebody-
an irresponsible age. I mean,
Right. I was gonna say the maturity level is not there to be handling all that kind of money.
hookers and blow.
Why not?
Hookers and blow.
Why not put
Right.
it in an account until they're over the age? You know what I mean?
Can't do that. Can't do that. They're not gonna let that happen. They're
Yeah.
gonna put the money in their hands.
Yeah.
As much as a good idea as that sounds, it's not gonna happen. They think that's money to freely just go out here and spend. They're not gonna put it away. They're not gonna be responsible for it. I mean, when you were a kid, you got $1, you went to the candy store. You didn't put it away. You know what I mean?
Richard saw that comment in the chat. Same time I did. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
Touche.
Touche. Wear a condom.
Always.
I heard he was Reggie Bush was trying to get his Heisman back. Is that true?
They did give it back to him.
Oh, they
Did give
did.
it back,
Okay, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
Okay,
They
Mhm.
gave it back to him.
they shouldn't have. He broke the rules at that time. He broke the
At
rules.
the time, he did, but
Yeah.
I think he was going to say, "Well, now you guys," they just gave it back to him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did earn it, but at the same time, and I don't think paying a player makes him better, but it was a violation of the rules. I just don't think
Mhm. Right.
hard work makes you better. Practice makes you. Money doesn't make you better. It makes you greedy, but it doesn't make you better.
It was.
Well,
No, it was. I'll give you an example. I'm a Notre Dame fan. Notre Dame sucked for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, don't gloves.
That program went downhill. Now all of a sudden they're returning to prominence like that. What? Wait a minute.
I pay him in Dome Globe World Heavyweight Championship belts.
Who's bed? I know you corrected it.
Yeah.
I know. Hey, Scott, see me after the show.
The problem with the NIL is some schools can't compete. Some schools get more money. Their donors have deeper pockets. That's not fair. Yeah. Well,
Yes, that's
somebody
what I
somebody
agree,
came up with
Jay.
a good idea. Well, somebody came up with a good idea that the NIL money should be pooled for the whole school at the end of the season after the bowl game, equally distributed among the players. I like that. Now, most people probably would argue with me on that, but I think that's a great idea.
It's an arguable point.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I mean, why not
Do
have it?
you know who that basketball player was? I can tell you who it was.
It wasn't LeBron James, was it?
No,
Okay.
because they was using his image.
Oh, Steph Curry.
Mm-mm.
No?
No. Jameson from North Carolina.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's better, Scott. That's better. Um,
You're banned. You're blocked.
yeah, it was his last name was Jamison. He played it for North Carolina, and that litigation went through for years because they used him in the NCAA basketball game, his image, which a lot of other college kids could have sued also for it. So, yeah.
Richard. Antoine Jameson.
Antoine, thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Antoine Jameson. It was him.
Okay.
I knew his last name. I couldn't
You saw it.
get his first name. But yeah, it was Antoine Jameson. Go read that story about it, and you guys will see the whole how NIL basically came to fruition.
Yeah. But you know, the bigger schools are the ones that benefit off this because they get the deeper pockets from their donors. Some of these other schools,
the Alabamas, the Notre Dames,
the Oregons,
the Oregons, the USCs.
Oregon took a quarterback from OU because OU couldn't come up with $2 million. Now, what's a 19-year-old need with $2 million? It's ridiculous. Tennessee Volunteers. Don't get me started on Tennessee. They whooped Oklahoma last weekend.
Yeah,
there's a Southeast Conference Facebook page. I joined it because Oklahoma and Texas joined the SEC. And you think the hobby's bad about trash talk? You should see this stuff that's in there. It's horrible. Horrible. Master Beatus. Okay. Gotcha.
I can just imagine that commercial.
I want to talk to you about Master Beatus.
Yeah. Self-care is the best solution. Self-care.
As he holds up a picture of Gianni.
Yeah. I can't believe you brought that up. All right. Mark says we froze up on. Maybe it's your internet connection. You are in a hurricane right now. Yeah. Johnny has a comment. Is he working tonight?
I hear he's doing a video.
Johnny was?
Pound cake. Pound cake.
Pound cake.
Oh, video. Okay, sorry.
Mark, you okay?
No. It's been a long day. God. There you go. Yeah. Pay him after to pay off for school loans. Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
Or why not put that money towards their student loans?
Yeah. I mentioned this last week, and I'm going to mention it again this week. I'm working on a special guest. He wasn't able to make it on tonight due to prior commitment. I'm not going to reveal this guest until he can actually commit. But once I get him committed and nailed down for a date.
You won't want to miss a minute of it.
Yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good,
man.
Okay. But if I can nail this guest down, I think he's possibly thinking the 7th, October the 7th. If I can get him on here, it's going to be a real treat. I'm really looking forward to this. I really hope to get this guy on here. If you like Dynamite Doll, he's no Dynamite Doll, but nobody is. But going to be a really, really good guest, and I'm hoping this is one of many more to come. I'm hoping anyway.
Yep.
Shout out to the Dynamite Doll, guys. Dynamite Kid for Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. That's right. Just up here. Let me see.
I try and do that on Instagram.
Yeah, she likes those posts, so I need to put it up there. So, if you're watching us on YouTube, we partner with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast on the subscription. We share the cost of the subscription. Can't get that out. And if you're doing that, please click that like and share and subscribe button. Help that channel grow. I need to put some tags on that to get that out there. I found out about tags the other day. Yellow shirt.
Is that your safe word?
Yeah. All right, Wade. Thanks for joining us. I'll try to get you those pictures later.
See you, Wade.
Have a good night, man.
I got to break down the set and pack for tomorrow. Leaving at noon for Topeka, Kansas. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what I'm doing. I told you guys, but everybody watching, The Evil Knievel Museum is in Topeka, Kansas until November the 2nd, when they're going to shut down operations and move everything out to Las Vegas. Right now,
Wow.
Topeka, Kansas is a 6-hour drive from where I'm at. Las Vegas is a 2-day drive, maybe 3 days, but usually 2 days. So I'm going to go out there and see it before they move it out to Vegas, because I don't go to Vegas very often. I've never been to Topeka either. I agree,
a hell of
Chris.
a Halloween costume.
He can smell real good.
I agree, Chris. It's just that you got players, if they don't get their way, they'll just sit out for the season and hit the
You can
transfer
smell it.
portal. It's just decimating college football teams. Oklahoma lost a lot of players last year, and
But pretty much aren't
you
most
go.
of the college football players paid now? I mean,
yeah.
basketball players too. It's all
Yeah.
out the window.
Softball players, baseball players, they're all getting the money.
Crazy.
Football players get more money because football, is the dominant sport in college athletics. I think basketball is the second most dominant. Depending on which league you're in. I mean, you got some schools they're basketball schools, some are just some are football schools, some are both. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But I'll try to take some pictures from the Evil Knievel Museum. I share a few of them here. They got his actual van, not a replica. They got his actual van. Big Mac, or not big, that semi truck. It was red when I saw him on television back in the 70s. It was red. And at some point in time, I guess after he retired, somebody got it. They painted it white and blue, red, white, and blue, which matches the toy van that used to be able to buy. Somebody found that either in a field or behind somebody's house. It was sitting there rotting, and they brought it back to Topeka, restored it back to the red color. And I've seen pictures. Beautiful. I don't know if you can go in it or not, but I want to go see that.
Interesting thing about him, when I grew up, he was Robert Craig Knievel, and now on his tombstone it says Robert Evil Knievel, and I thought, they just put that because his nickname. Somebody said he changed his middle name to Evil.
I don't know. I hadn't heard that. I don't have to.
I mean,
Maybe
he was one of my heroes when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, mine too. Every time I actually got to watch him jump, he made it. If I didn't watch him,
Wide World of Sports every weekend.
Yes.
Yep. I loved it.
Kids, don't try this at home and don't take drugs. Well, he didn't say drugs. He said don't take narcotics.
Isn't it a shame that there's no shows like Wide World of Sports anymore?
I know it. It wasn't just regular sports. It was awful.
No, it was everything. They would
Yeah.
do skiing and then Evil and then it was
Eagle,
great.
the ski jumper. Yeah.
Remember in the 80s, it was either the late 80s. Remember, kids, crack is whack.
Whitney Houston. Yeah. Thank you, Chris, for joining us. Appreciate that. We're almost out of time. Any last departing words for the night, guys?
I'll probably be on with you guys for a little bit afterwards, but I'm gonna get some sleep just in case.
Okay.
We should be getting the worst of it. Probably
after
10, 11, maybe 12.
Okay. Well, be safe. Be safe.
Be safe above everything.
Definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Poker's on Sports Channel. Does that mean
Thanks,
it's a
Chris.
sport? It's an event. I don't think it's a sport. It's an event.
Yeah, I'd say more of an event.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't go do exercises, work out, and stuff like that for poker. A lot of people say auto racing isn't a sport. It is, because I rode in or sat in a driver simulator, and it takes a lot of work. I mean, you're sitting there driving 200 miles an hour for 2 to 500 miles. That's a lot of wear and tear on your arms. I mean, those
when you
cars.
were 200 miles an hour, were you praying, Mark?
I didn't do that. It wasn't a real car. It was a simulator.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Okay.
But it's harder to drive than you think.
I bet. Yeah.
Those cars will work you over really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I want to make an apology to some of our viewers who probably weren't aware of what was going on earlier, what I was talking about. There's just unnecessary drama in the hobby. It's gotten to the point where it's just getting personal, and I had to address it because this podcast has been mentioned in some of those videos, and this podcast does not condone any of that stuff, but somehow we get brought up into it. So I was just trying to nip it in the bud, and if anyone was offended by that I apologize. That was not our intention. We try to focus on the positivity, but there is some drama in the hobby we have to address sometimes. This is part of the hobby, as is any aspect of life. So,
and on my behalf, I apologize too.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. The warden came out.
Yeah. Get the belts. Get the belts.
Actually, I did that one year. I packed them all away in totes, and I said, you
Oh,
know
yeah?
what? They're fine where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not gonna put that up on screen, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
Right. Exactly.
Drugs know no race, creed, or anything. Drugs are a cancer on the society. These are.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Like they used to
Anyway.
say on G.I. Joe. Remember, kids, don't do drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. So we will see you next week. And what is next week? The 1st, 2nd?
We are in October next week.
Yeah, we're in October. We'll
Actually,
see you
it's
next
going to
month.
be the 3rd, October
3rd.
3rd.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darn. Okay. I was hoping the 1st was later in the week. I get my new case assignments for my work. I'm not finished with the current ones. So we'll see you next week. Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy your professional wrestling on television or sports entertainment, whatever you call it. And hope you have a new belt day in between now and then. And again, if you're interested in my belts I have for sale, hit me up at the show. Otherwise, check out the sales post tomorrow on Wide World of Belts. Check out Love Those Wrestling Belts and check out Championship Belt Brothers. So until next week, on behalf of Ben, Andy, and Richard, we bid you a good night. We'll see you next week and next month. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.